if you can believe it, the fact I'm in a different location from where I normally am is not my low. So full disclosure, well, first of all, happy hump day, folks. It feels like hump day. Full disclosure, I was really busy this morning and I had no time to record today's video until now. And so I start recording here. I'm at my folks' place, by the way. And I had fairly low video, well, no, low battery, I mean, not low video, low battery left. Like, I'd say like 13 minutes or so into the previous recording. And keep in mind, my phone is on power saver mode. It showed I had 10% battery left, which isn't ideal, but I could probably finish talking in 5 minutes. Okay. But because I got worried, I tried grabbing my phone and putting it with this charger I have right here. So basically, if I'm sitting on this couch, my phone charger's right there. I can just, do the phone on the couch. That's how I do every time I come here. And as I brought my phone over to the cord, I accidentally stopped the recording. Hence why I'm doing all this again. But you know what? The more I think about it, the more I guess it's also my high. Because now I can do a better job streamlining what I was talking about before. What's my act of kindness? I did a favor for my mom yesterday. Helped her watch my nephews. And I... what else did I do? I held the door for some people. So, this is actually something I wanted to discuss on Monday, but I forgot to do that. I couldn't talk about it yesterday because the fact that John Bernthal and Tom Holland are going to be on Hot Ones, as well as the fact that we got the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, yeah, it kind of takes precedent over. But you know what? That's fine because I can dedicate an entire video to this. So, if you've been watching me for any number of years, well, first of all, thank you. But also, you would know that the person I've watched online the longer than anyone else by far is a YouTuber by the name of Chuggaaconroy. I've been watching him since August of 2009, so almost 17 years as of this recording. That's crazy. He's actually my age too. And I've been watching from like Fire Red and everything else he's done. I've been there through a lot. Now, if you've been paying attention, for years I said I wanted to do Twilight Princess. And he does Twilight Princess. He then follows it up by playing Kingdom Hearts, which is what inspired... You saw the YouTube video title, you know what I'm talking about today. And then after Kingdom Hearts, he does Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Obviously, between the fact that Chuggaaconroy's had literally, like seriously, Twilight Princess, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver are easily 3 of the best LPs Chuggaaconroy's done, and they were all back to back to back. So, needless to say, yeah, I guess I'm not stuck. I get to do this. Chuggaaconroy is awesome. Why would I not talk about this? After Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, he gave out his first hint of what his next Let's Play is going to be, like he usually does, saying it was going to be the 4th entry in the series. Now, from the get-go, I actually immediately thought it was Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Because he did Superstar Saga, which I played and I actually did finally beat because of him. Partners in Time, which I never beat, but I did get to the final boss. And Bowser's Inside Story, which I didn't play everything Chuggaaconroy did, brand new experience. In fact, Bowser's Inside Story was the last game Chuggaaconroy did before Twilight Princess. I guess in a way it does kind of go full circle. But that was then and this is now. Like Bowser's Inside Story, I actually didn't play it. I never played Mario and Luigi's Dream Team. I mean, if you don't know how the Mario and Luigi games work, they are fairly simple. If you're playing Superstar Saga or an old DS for Ponders in Time, you're likely using a directional pad, up, down, left, right, to make Mario and Luigi go wherever you want to go. Mario activates his actions and jumping with the A button, and Luigi activates his actions and jumping using the B button. Very simple. It's honestly, when I first played Superstar Saga, I really was wondering how they were going to make it work, but no, it's fairly easy, and honestly, I mean, it's simple by today's standards, but it's the kind of simple that you could ignore because, it's fun. It's Mario and Luigi. Who doesn't like Mario and Luigi? And the stories in the Mario and Luigi games actually get pretty deep. I mean, Superstar Saga starts off with, Princess Peach's voice getting stolen. Partners in Time starts with, inventing a time machine and Princess Peach gets captured and stuck in the past. I swear, Bowser's Inside Story didn't start with anything bad happening to Peach. At least I don't think so. And, Princess Peach is in trouble. Mario and Luigi go save her. It's a tale as old as, video games anyway. But I never played Mario and Luigi Dream Team. In fact, while I never played it, I actually remember the promotional material for it. Because I remember years ago this one commercial of these three scientists working on something. Oh, hold on. Darn. Yeah, you can tell the phone is still charging too because it's on the charging thing underneath it. Anyway, shoot, I lost my train of thought. Right, I was talking about I had it and then I lost it. Right, I was talking about the commercial. So the commercial I remember for it was these three scientists working on something, and it turns out one of them is just playing Mario and Luigi Dream Team on the Nintendo DS, and they pretty much give away how the mechanics work. Anything that if you don't know what happens, basically the game starts off with Princess Peach getting invited to spend a vacation at this one new resort in a place called the Pillow Kingdom. And, obviously Peach's best men, Toadsworth goes, of course. And Mario and Luigi have to go because, come on, you can't have a Mario and Luigi game without Mario and Luigi. Now, in true fashion, this is actually something I forgot to talk about in the last video. I mean, yeah, Luigi's always classified as the underdog in these games, where all the funny stuff and comedically tragic stuff happens to Luigi because it's Luigi. But no, it's fun. I mean, they don't really dwell on it for that long either, which is great. So in the beginning of the game, keep in mind, there's only been 2 episodes of this Let's Play out so far, and combined, they're both over an hour and 20 minutes. Because there was a lot of tutorials, which, it's funny that Chuggaaconroy's played these Mario and Luigi games for so long that, at this point, he says no to any opportunity it takes for any kind of tutorial, and he has a tutorial count. Seriously, 2 videos in, and I think the tutorial count's up to 17. That's funny. That's literally a tutorial. That's almost a tutorial every... Hold on. Shoot. That's a tutorial almost every 5 minutes. That's insane over the span of the first 2 videos. So yeah. Anyway, Peach and Toadsworth wind up they don't get captured, but they wind up falling into some sort of like dungeon of some kind. Mario and Luigi go save her. In the process, they find this one treasure that looks like a pillow. And Luigi rests in this ancient bed, putting the pillow on it, and it immediately opens up the dream world to everybody. Princess Peach falls in, and the second episode ends with Mario jumping in to save Princess Peach. And, yeah. And one thing they spoiled in that one commercial I mentioned earlier is anything that Luigi does in the real world affects and or assists Mario in the dream world, because I think Mario gets stuck there. I wonder how they're going to fix that. But for real, it's interesting. Again, the Mario and Luigi games actually have fairly deep story in terms of how clever the writing is. And, you know, it does make you wonder, like, what's going to happen. Like, if you've never played these games, you are going to be, like, the writing is actually good to the point where you're thinking, gosh, I wonder what's going to happen next. So, yeah, if you like Mario and Luigi and you want to play a video game that's an RPG that's fairly simple, with a pretty solid story, you know, they're all good. Superstar Saga, you know, is great. I finally beat it because of Chuggaaconroy, actually. Partners in Time is good. Although, normally I'm the kind of person that says, like, no one ever does time travel right. And I'll say this, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time is one of the games that uses time travel as a plot device better than most. It's still not perfect, but it's better than most. And Bowser's Inside Story, I mean, come on. Mario and Luigi are inside Bowser, and everything Mario and Luigi does affects Bowser. Shenanigans ensue. Come on. That's awesome. And Dream Team sort of has that sort of quirky, yet sort of fairly high stakes near the end storytelling of, you know, what's going to happen next? Let's go. And, right, this is actually the part where where the battery started being concerned in the previous video. So, there's 2 characters that are from Bowser's Inside Story that are back in this game. That, well, depending on your opinion, you either like or hate. And I like them both, so I can talk about them. The first is Starlo, who was basically a star sprite who followed Mario and Luigi all throughout Bowser's Inside Story. She basically did a lot of the talk. Listen, Mario and Luigi in these games are silent protagonists, so Starlo is basically who does the talking for them. You know, she says, she is our audience surrogate. She says, you know, she pretty much thinks a lot of the stuff that we, the audience, think in those situations. And I would say, I mean, listen, that sort of thing in a Nintendo game really isn't anything new. I mean, Legends of Zelda has a lot of problem characters like that. Like, a lot of people don't like Navi. A lot of people don't like Fi from Skyward Sword. A lot of people don't like Gabora. But Starlo's not like that in the Mario and Luigi games. Like, she's actually fun. Like, her personality is, I would say, think Midna from Twilight Princess, only not as dark of a personality. Or not as dark of a sense of humor, if that makes sense. So Starlo's great. You know, it's actually a real treat to see Starlo. It's also a real treat to see Chuggaaconroy make fun of Starlo. And then I cannot talk about this without talking about the other character who's back, who is also from Bowser's Inside Story, and Chuggaaconroy's favorite character from Bowser's Inside Story, a block person by the name of Broke Monsieur, which is actually a pun on the French food croque monsieur. And I mean, listen, he's a block man with a French accent. What's not to like? He's funny. And they have this thing like he has a mustache on here, his eyebrows are up here, but his head can flip over. So when that happens, the mustache that looks like this looks like angry eyebrows, and the eyebrows look like a different kind of mustache. It's actually really clever and fun. I like that. And you get to hear Chuggaaconroy talking in an obnoxious French accent, which is always a delight. But seriously, Chugga, just be careful about like throwing, like, listen, you're fine doing what you do, just don't throw out your voice, please. Like, we actually want to continue to do Let's Plays. Please and thank you. But yeah, only 2 episodes in, and I'm enjoying it so far. Like, again, like, when I did these videos for when Chuggaaconroy did Kingdom Hearts, and then Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I played those games. I actually experienced with these games. This is the first time I'm doing this series of videos where I'm going in completely blind. I have no idea where the story is going to go from here. Not a clue. So everything that I talk about and therefore react to is a real, true blue, genuine reaction. Much like what I do for the official release of the One Piece manga chapter videos I do. So I can't wait to see what happens next. It's great to see Chuggaaconroy back doing a game that actually he first got the game and he thought it was just okay. But then someone encouraged him to play it again, and it really was like better the second time around. Hence why, because seriously, Chuggaaconroy literally started off this Let's Play by saying this was a Let's Play he didn't think he was going to do. And like 5 years ago, if you had asked him if he was going to do it, he'd probably say no. But we're here now. And I think we're in for a real treat going forward. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on social media. As always, I'm very helping this video for you guys watch your video. It'll be a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we can let you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.